Now it's 6:30 on WKYT this morning. Some slick roads, especially slick spots, leading to canceled classes across much of the Commonwealth this morning.
A Central Kentucky educator accused of sexually abusing a student is found dead.
And police looking for a missing Kentucky teenager who they say is on a crime spree with an older man.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning, and it is so good to have you with us on WKYT as we get this Tuesday off and rolling. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Just focus on the weekend. Focus on the weekend.
Because it looks really good.
Yeah.
And we're going to have some real nice improvements in weather. This morning, though, some slick spots here and there. Keep that in mind as we check in with meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, and you look on Defender, and you don't really see anything. Now, there could be a little drizzle over toward the east and southeast, maybe even a few flurries. But for the most part, that's not my main concern. My main concern is the water already on the roads is what we have to be watching out for this morning and also toward the afternoon. Those untreated roads, if you drive up on one of those spots that look wet, look, it's not wet, it's frozen. So just keep that in mind. Temperatures are there in the mid-20s, even some upper 20s here and there. Next 24 hours doesn't look good. We head off into the evening and off into the night. Look at these 20s. They just hold steady. It's going to be a cold one. And really the next couple of days it stays cold. Now heading off towards your weekend like Rebecca was talking about, that's what we're going to be focusing in on coming up in just a few minutes with that full forecast.
Michael, we'll see you in a bit. And some slippery roads, especially slick spots here and there, a cause for concern across much of the region this morning.
And so that's caused school closings and delays. Those keep coming into our newsroom, and they're actually scrolling at the bottom of your screen if you want to check those out. Right now, let's head out to Mark Barber, who is live with a look at road conditions in Lexington.
Hey, Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Rebecca and Bill. Water on the grounds has now frozen into these slick patches of black ice on sidewalks and roads. Now, while main roads seem to be just fine this morning, side roads are a different story. Here on Pleasant Ridge Drive, there's a large patch of black ice here in the turning lane. Now, police are saying that they responded to 10 weather-related crashes overnight. They're saying in one of those, near Man of War and I-75, a driver lost control of their car, hitting a tractor trailer as well as a light pole and ending up in a ditch. Firefighters had to cut that person out of the vehicle. We're told that he was taken to the hospital, but he is okay. Now, the National Weather Service has issued a travel advisory until 9 o'clock this morning because of the slippery roads. Now, this morning we asked a cab driver with 30 years of experience for his best advice on how to handle these slick spots.
You just can't stop that quickly, and you can't, if you start to slide, you shouldn't hit your brakes. You should just take your foot off the gas and steer out of it, because if you hit the brakes on ice, you're going to slide.
Now, that traveler's advisory, again, is in place for another 2.5 hours. Now, if you do have to head out the door this morning and hit the road for work, keep in mind that the ice is not only on the roads. We're seeing a lot of it in parking lots and in sidewalks. In fact, just trying to get out of the live truck for the reports this morning, I was slipping. So it's pretty difficult to miss these spots. So please be careful and keep an eye out on your step. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
Don't slip and fall. Take it easy out there, Mark. Or right now, there are about 40 school closings or delays. And remember, for the latest weather information, go to WKYT.com.
The time this morning coming up on 6:34 on WKYT. A woman has died more than a week after being hit by a car on a busy Lexington road. The Fayette County Coroner's Office says 57-year-old Susan Buckman died yesterday at UK Hospital. The coroner says she died from multiple blunt force injuries. Back on January 3rd, investigators say Buckman was trying to cross Winchester Road when an SUV hit her. Investigators have ruled the death as an accident.
A shocking discovery in West Virginia after a former Central Kentucky educator was found dead. Joy Hayes was accused of sexually abusing a student in Madison County. WKYT's Hillary Thornton is at our live desk this morning with the latest on the investigation.
Good morning. She was facing several charges, including that sexual abuse, and now investigators are trying to figure out what caused her death. Hayes was once an assistant principal at Lexington Traditional Magnet School and then at Madison Southern High School, where police say she met the teenager she's accused of sexually abusing. In addition to sexually abusing the victim, she's accused of stalking and assaulting the victim's friend. She resigned from her job at Madison Southern in December of 2013 and was arrested last October. Police say the victim was in her car when she was arrested. Hayes was indicted by a Madison County grand jury for 9 charges last December. Now, Berea police also tell us she recently had contact with the victim again, and they were preparing to file new charges against her. At the live desk, Hillary Thornton, back to you.
Police are searching for a missing 13-year-old Kentucky girl who they say is on a crime spree with her boyfriend. Grayson County deputies say Cheyenne Phillips and 18-year-old Dalton Hayes crashed a stolen car and ran from police before stealing another vehicle. The sheriff says a gun was found inside the car that was wrecked. Police say the two likely have no money, and the sheriff is worried what they will do to get cash. They say the couple may be driving a red 2006 Toyota Tacoma.
Police have arrested a man accused of kidnapping a friend at gunpoint. Police say 19-year-old Dwayne Wainscott forced his way into the victim's car outside of a Frankfort apartment complex on Friday. They say Wainscott threatened to kill the victim and told him to drive to Lexington. But police say the trip then took an unexpected turn.
The whole event actually ended at a residence, in a residential area. In the Versailles area. When the victim's vehicle broke down, he was able to get away from the suspect by running to a nearby residence.
Police have later charged Wainscott now with kidnapping. The Fayette County Coroner's Office is needing some help in finding the next of kin for a man who died yesterday. The coroner says John Jack Clarkson was found dead in his apartment of apparent natural causes. But so far the coroner has been unable to get in touch with his family.
Lexington police arrested a fugitive from another state. Lamarcus Donley was arrested yesterday on Augusta Drive. Police say he was wanted for armed robbery in Mississippi. 3 people from out of state are in jail in Lexington accused of credit card forgery. 2 of the people are from Georgia. 1 is from New York. All 3 will be arraigned today on several charges, including possession of a forged instrument. Kentucky's chief budget officer says a solid growth in tax collections in the first half of the year leaves the state more likely to avoid a financial shortfall. State Budget Director Jane Driscoll says Kentucky's general fund revenue has increased 3.5% from last year through December. The state's $9.8 billion spending plan assumes the state's revenues would grow 3.6% by the end of June.
So an encouraging trend there. Well, more help is now available for people struggling to pay their heating bills. The Community Action Council began taking applications for the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP. The federal program is designed to help low-income families pay utility bills, which can be expensive during the winter months especially.
It's based on how well that house is insulated or how well their apartment is insulated. You can see a bill from $200 to $500. The range is really based on what's going on in that home.
This winter, the Community Action Council expects to help more than 6,000 families. The program is given on a first-come, first-served basis. All right, Christmas was a little late in getting to space.
An unmanned supply capsule docked with the International Space Station yesterday. It carried much-needed groceries and belated Christmas presents. An earlier resupply mission was destroyed in an October launch explosion. Station Commander Butch Wilmore said they were eager to get the presents and the mustard. I agree with that. I love mustard. I'm a mustard girl. Among the supplies sent with the 5,000 pounds of cargo are condiments to restock the space station's empty pantry cabinet. I would highly suggest jalapeno mustard.
Okay. Yeah, and there's nothing like being up in space, I would imagine, and having to eat a dry sandwich, right?
Yeah, no fun.
All right. Well, good. They finally got their things. 6:39 is our time this morning on WKYT here on your Tuesday. I want to check live drive traffic now, see what's going on out there. And here is a look downtown Broadway and High. Folks are moving along fine. We have no reports of any issues this morning, except that if there is a wet spot out there on the roadway that you encounter, assume it to be ice, because it is with our temperatures this morning. So it could be potentially slick. And then in the mountainous regions of our viewing area this morning, some runoff from those mountains causing more troubles on some of the roadways there. So extra caution, you'll be okay this morning. More news coming up on WKYT. Good to have you along.
One family is having a streak of bad luck. Find out why they weren't inside this home when a pipe burst and it turned into an icy mess.
Yeah, it's pretty frozen outside, too. Temperatures are there in the 20s and even some 30s down south, but really the winds are cranking up, and that's what's putting our wind chill there in the teens for most. Now, as we go through the past couple of days, or the next couple of days, rather, it's cold, but then past that, it gets really warm. And yes, I said warm, not mild. I'll show you how high we go coming up towards your weekend in just a couple of minutes.